Hello, guys. Here I am again, about to embark on another one of my semi-regular road trips. I'm hooked up to level 2 right now. I'm actually letting it top off just a little bit while I have the windows open before I head out. As you can see, it's actually pretty warm. I'm trying to beat traffic here, though, so that's going to be a bit of a struggle, but I should be able to do it. Anyway, so what I wanted to say before I leave is, this is a 500-mile leg, and I'll probably go into a little bit more detail on this another time, but it's just about basic trip planning. You kind of need to know where you're going, what you're doing, and, like there's a recent article that was posted on Green Car Reports about a woman who had a really kind of a bit of an ordeal driving from San Jose down to Pasadena using her Bolt EV and using the charging infrastructure. But there's just some basic things that you should do, and one of them is to research the charging stations. Unless it's an overnight trip, you should never really be planning to use like a level 2 charger like this. And even the fast chargers, the quote unquote fast chargers, 24 kilowatts is not a fast charge. And if you go in at a low state of charge, you're actually only maybe getting like 18 to 20 kilowatts. And that's extremely slow as far as the Bolt EV is concerned. So, my suggestion would be, yeah, do a little bit of research, use an app like Plug Share or something, and find the stations along the route that should work. Now, you notice I'm leaving at 4:11. I have a little under 500 miles, I believe, to drive. So I'm not likely to get to my destination before midnight, but I'll come pretty close. And so 8 hours is just a little bit short to go a full 500 miles. But that whole journey that she went through was just completely unnecessary. I've driven that route before, and for where I go, it makes sense. But for her, it didn't, especially given what her goal was of making it in the shortest amount of time possible. So, the route I'm going to go north on is the route that she should have taken. So, hopefully, I can just kind of give you some pointers as we go along, and I'll show you where I stopped and where I kind of recommend that she would have stopped as well. But again, just another long trip in the life of my Bolt EV. Uh, Time for first maintenance. Rotating tires. Whew. Well, that first leg of the journey's over. So here we are in our destination at Selma. So, actually, luckily here there's two CCS chargers. There's a BMW i3 actually in the other stall, and I'm just glad that we weren't iced. But it's a fairly quick trip. It was 3 hours basically, a little bit more than that. You can see the efficiency's been very consistent for the last 50 miles. My technique is terrible because I've been driving, it's 70-mile-an-hour freeway most of the way. So the good thing is, even if you miss going north at Selma, uh, looks like you'll still have enough range to make it to Fresno, unless you're driving much, much faster and much worse conditions, just because you can always stop earlier. I've passed literally a half dozen or more fast chargers. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my EVgo card and come out here and plug in. Got to turn the car off, otherwise it won't connect. Try to not listen in on the BMW driver's conversation, though he seems to be busy. All right, let's see. And whammy, whammy. Oh, yes, whammy. So I can't really make it out because it's so dark, but it is a 125 amp service, so that is very good. I was worried because I haven't used this charger before. I've never been to this location. I was worried that trying to talk and plug in at the same time. I was worried that it might only be a 100 amp service. So I didn't hear a click. That worries me sometimes. I've had a station reject me because it couldn't lock in. So if that's the case, then I'll be stuck waiting for the BMW driver to move. Okay, well, I heard it. Okay, it looks like it's going to charge. And, you know, I was down to about 30 miles of estimated range left. Uh, I don't even know, it's probably like around 20%. So let's see where we are here. Oh, yeah, 14%. Okay, and I'm going to do some math on the rest of the trip. I think my next stop, I'm kind of plan it to be maybe in Galt. So I don't know how much I need to recharge, but after 55%, the charge rate will slow down. So I might have to restart the session once, but that's about it. But anyway, it's been a long drive, 3 hours. I need to use the bathroom, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, so it looks like this is how much charge I got in 30 minutes. I'm restarting the charger. I actually stopped in for dinner, and they're a little slow getting me my food. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart this charge. It turns out I'm going to need about 150 miles. Turns out I'm going to need about 150 miles, so I don't actually mind restarting and then just sitting down and enjoying my meal. You know, this will give me a chance to get some more coffee. And the thing is, my end journey right now, I only have 120 volt charging, so no matter what, I'm going to need to. This is taking forever. No matter what, I'm going to need to add some charge. So this is at 47%. But yeah, so I'm here at the Holiday Inn, Pea Soup Anderson, or whatever they call it. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go back in and eat. And whew, it would be really nice if EVgo fixed their half-hour turn-off, though. So anyway, enjoying food. So our charge just shut off. I'm trying to debate right now whether I want to charge any farther or not. I don't think I do. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect. Uh, the the estimated miles that I have now are 170. Uh, but the thing is that the next destination is going to be about 150 to 160 miles away. So I might need to be a little bit conservative in how I drive. So yeah, so see on this upper end it only added 17 basically kilowatt hours in 30 minutes. So a much slower rate, up to 80%. But like I said, I think for this I'm just gonna go ahead and go, and I might, based on that, sort of reassess where I stop afterward. Now, part of this goes into what I was saying about just being aware of what your estimated range, uh, what your estimated range is, and how far you have left to go based on your Google Maps. So, I'll be keeping an eye on it. This should be a more efficient um, section of the route. So but I don't want to sit around and charge at 25 kilowatts. So even if I have to stop earlier, I'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'll try and see if I can make it to the farthest charger.